Right, next part of the prep for the road trip is getting the Honda serviced. So we've got everything we need. We're gonna take all the bags off, take this chair off, get to the engine, get to the spark plugs, drain the oil. I'll show you the kit that came in from Wiimoto. So we've got a pair of gloves. I've got my own, but that's good to have. 2 spark plugs, a new washer for the oil bolt, air filter, oil, and then I've ordered these spark plug sockets. They're machined, thin walled. Obviously with a V-twin they're quite difficult to get in. So we'll get all that done today, and then I've got a few bits to pack for the trip. Solar power power bank, puncture repair kit, tyre inflator, it's the X9 Pro, a handlebar USB and SBC charger, and we'll get everything on, make a start.
Okay, let's go.
One thing to bear in mind is I put the oil filter in and I filled it up with oil, and then I've let it run for a little bit, and as you can see it's dropped down again. Probably not the best angle there. So what it's worth doing is always worth running the bike for a little bit, because it does obviously get oil around the engine, and then check its level and then top it up again. So, I've had a very productive day. Got the day off, and the sun has been out constantly, which has been beautiful. But what I've actually done is I've spent all morning in the garage working on the bike. I've done an oil change. I've checked the spark plugs, and they're absolutely bob on. The guy that I bought it off said that he's had it serviced every year with its MOT, but I thought I'll check it anyway. I've barely ridden it since I bought it, to be fair, and they were bob on. So I decided to take a little ride out to Lincoln. Funny enough, one of the bits that I ordered to get the bike prepared for this bike trip is this little doodad, which is a little it's just a little charger, and it shows voltage as well. When you turn it on, it shows voltage. And I thought, oh, I'll go out for a ride, and then I've realised that I'd not put that on, so I thought, right, while I've got the time, I'll stick that on. So it's all wired in. I've got a Thunderbox, which I wire all my electronics to. I thought I'm obviously not going to need it, but it's while I've got the time, I might as well do it. Anyway, on the way here, some lovely country roads, and I went to turn my action camera on, and it's dead. And I thought, bloody hell, I must have left it on. I don't know how the hell that's happened. But luckily I brought a cable, and I've now got a charger, so I thought, right, I'll stick it on and see how it goes. Took about 15 minutes to get to 67%, which I thought was actually really, really good. So it's obviously a quick charger. So I managed to chuck a bit of battery on this, which is now about 67%, and yeah, we're flying. But the main reason that I wanted to do a quick video was to test whether the wide lens on this camera is preferable to the extra wide. Now this is the Osmo Action 5 Pro, so it's a good camera, but this is on wide at the minute. I've got the DJI Mic Mini connected to it, which is nice because it means I've got no cables. Got no cables, nothing like that. And I know there's been reviews where they've said the sound's not the best and it's a bit so-so, but so far I think it sounds pretty good. Obviously, the problem is with each bike it differs. You know, some sport bikes and that, you know, wide's plenty good enough because the handlebars are a lot narrower and, you know, the bike's narrower. But with something like this, you know, I want to make sure that the view's good. You're not just constantly looking at the tank bag or what's in front of me. So yeah, there we go, and we're back on. Just about to pull up to the Brayford now. Might take you around the cathedral on the way back. While the sun's out, what a beautiful place. Nice to get right near the water. How nice is that? Beaut. Right, I'll have a minute then head back. Let's get going back. I'll tell you what, one of the most convenient things about these Osmo Action cameras and the DJI Mini is you don't have to keep turning it on and reconnecting the mic and messing about. You can literally just press record, it'll chuck straight on, and the microphone's connected automatically. But I've changed to ultra wide on the lens for the ride back, just to see what difference it makes. But this has been stunning. So I had a nice break, rang my nonna back in Sicily, had a bit of a FaceTime with him, make sure he's doing all right. Can't really not be, like, while he's in Sicily. Hopefully this lens is a little bit better, to be fair. Have a good look around. We'll go through the high street, see what's about. I mean, this Lincoln, it's mad. It's such a stunning place. People that live here obviously get used to it all, and you know, I appreciate that. But when you don't come here every day, it's actually a really, really lovely city. If it's a city, big ass town, I don't bloody know. But it's nice. There's a lot of you know, a lot going on. Obviously, the cathedral's quite a famous one, and I wouldn't be surprised if the amount of people here that live here have never actually been to the cathedral. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But it's stunning. Which way should I go? Let's go for it. Screw it. Let's go this way. See how close I can get to cathedral. Look at that. That is stunning. Go this way. I don't really know where I am, to be fair. That is beautiful. Wow. That is insane. Like I say, people get used to it. People walk past this every day and don't think about it. God, this cobble road was a bad idea. Jesus. Trying to get some good shots of it and not fall off the bloody bike. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Unreal. Right, let's head this way. Again, came to college here, came to school in Lincoln. Yet, for whatever reason, I've never been down this road. Oh, this is not going where I thought it would. God, these cobbles are a pain in the arse. Oh yeah, there we go. Back onto normal road. Wow, stunning. Oh, I'm glad I saw that, to be fair. Glad I went down there. But we'll head back and make sure the bike's working and everything alright. Yeah, beautiful. You know what? For a touring bike, what essentially a touring bike, it's far that slow. I mean, it's the litre feet twin. There's some pretty decent power there. I'm quite happy to go. You know what I mean? It'll comfortably sit at 80, 90, obviously no problem, but it's comfortable getting going as well. Not the quickest of bikes, obviously. I mean, my bike before this was a Mark 1 1200 Bandit, which they're quite heavy bikes, but the torque on them is unreal. And that going from that to this was a bit anticlimactic. But as a bike, this is bang on, absolutely bang on. And you can pick them up pretty reasonably priced as well. To be fair, people that tend to have these bikes don't tend to rag them. They don't tend to, you know, get high speeds going and rag the hell out of them, because they're not made for that. They're made for plodding along, nice and comfortable, which they are. You know, it's happy. You know, it's bang on. Just coming up to 39, well, just over 39,000 miles on it. And yeah, can't complain. What timing is that? Just as I pull back at home, and your package arrives. Now this is, should be the luggage. I don't think I've ordered anything like that, this sort of size. Yes, there it is. This is the Dirt Sack V2, V2. And it's the extra wide version just because of the width of the bike. So let's unpack it and have a look. And that is the Dirt Sack V2 installed. I've unpacked it, set it all out. It's pretty straightforward, really. This is the beaver tail that clips together, holds the, I think it's called a Frogman. Yeah, Frogman bag in place. And these are actually surprisingly good storage. I've actually got, just in this one waterproof bag, I've got my full tent and my sleep mat. And then it comes with 2 bags that strap onto the front that have got a waterproof bags inside as well. But I've took this one off and put my spare fuel bottle on there. But yeah, I'm happy with them. The only problem is that I've just figured out is I've tried to stand the bike up on the centre stand, and obviously I can't grip the handle to lift the back up. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. I might be able to get it from the other side with nothing on it. I'll be able to get it from there, but that's quite tight still. But no, other than that, I'm very happy. So now is time to get everything laid out and figure out what I actually need to take.